there is this new Palantir commercial ad that just came out that you guys need to check out. You guys do remember who Palantir is, right? The new data integration company that's helping the Department of Defense, the IRS, the DOD, DOGE, and all and ICE, the People's Handling Immigration. But check this thing out, y'all. This is crazy.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah. I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead.
Can you guys please let me through?
Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and run in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility? Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
Alright, I'm going to be very clear from the start of this reel. Anyone pushing a digital ID is wanting to control you. They want mass government oversight of your life. And if you think that's an exaggeration, keep listening. Keir Starmer just got community noted on X for one of the biggest digital ID lies you'll ever see. He said digital ID will stop illegal immigrants from working and make our borders more secure. And here's the truth. The UK law already requires a visa, a passport, or a share code to work legally. Illegal immigrants don't have any of that. They work cash in hand, so a digital ID is useless. Right, and this was probably the plan all along. Keir Starmer floods the place with illegal immigration. Then he offers up a fake solution to the crisis that he created. This was all set up. It has to be. They create the crisis and then they sell you the solution. More control, less freedom, and a digital ID is a master key that makes it all possible. Now, let me break it down for you so everyone can understand. Instead of having separate documents like your driver's license, passport, Medicare, and bank accounts, well, everything is tied to a centralized profile. It's your new key to life. And look, that sounds convenient, but here's the danger. Once that system becomes a single gateway, it connects you to everything that you rely on, right? It'll be linked to your bank account so you can't get paid or buy goods. And once cash is phased out and everything goes digital, there's no fallback. No cash means no way to transact outside the system. If your digital ID becomes frozen, then you're effectively locked out of the entire system, right? It'll be tied into your healthcare so you can't book a doctor or fill out a prescription, right? It'll be tied into your transport, planes, buses, cabs, even renewing your own rego. It'll be connected to utilities like power and water. It'll be verified by supermarkets and retailers where you buy your food, and it's used by online social media platforms where you post your thoughts. So when that personal digital ID is active, life works for you. But when it's paused, flagged, or suspended, everything stops. Now let me explain that to you. If you don't comply with the new vaccine mandate, bang, no flights, no bus, no car rego, no food. Criticise the government online, bang, your bank account and your MyGov just got completely locked. Refuse their lab-grown meat, bang, Woolies declines your steak, but they let the lab-grown meat go through. If you prefer petrol cars over electric, bang, the servo cuts you off after you've hit your fuel quota for the month, right? They'll work that into your personal carbon footprint and climate change. See where this is going. And if you question their climate policy, bang, your power is throttled, your lights go out when you hit your carbon limit. That's not convenience for anyone. That's complete government control. And this isn't some wild theory. It's already happening over in China. If you criticise the government, you get banned from flights and trains. If you get blacklisted, well then employers won't hire you and your name goes up for public shaming. And in this system, well, no one needs arresting. The system itself enforces compliance. If you step out of line, then you're digitally erased from life. So when Starmer or Albanese or any other leader tells you that digital ID is about convenience and safety, remember this, it's got nothing to do with that. It's about complete and utter control. Because once digital ID is in place, your freedoms isn't your freedoms anymore. It's all theirs, and at the click of a finger, they can take it all away.
The greatest lie humanity tells itself is that we have outgrown human sacrifice. We call it by different names now, and make our offering to different gods. We offer young men we call soldiers, as if the designation means that their mothers cry less when they die. We call masses of humanity collateral damage, and turn our eyes away from the pictures of their lifeless bodies as we sip our morning coffee. And the truth is, we don't do it because we are heartless. We do it because we believe that it is necessary for the world to keep running. We do it because we believe that the gods whose favor we so desperately seek, freedom, security, prosperity, flourishing, that they demand blood as the price of their favor. We do it because we cannot see any other choice. And maybe that's why we read the Akedah, the binding of Isaac, on Rosh Hashanah. Because the story of the Akedah isn't about inconceivable obedience. When Abraham prepares to sacrifice Isaac, he is just accepting the same bargain of blood we still accept today, that some need to die for the world to flourish.
So if you have
Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1, and it reads, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, just a quick, going into Esau Edom and this system that's quickly approaching, man. That's ultimately going to lead to the MOTB. Everybody's talking about this digital ID. Everybody's talking about it being mandatory, being made mandatory in the UK. Everybody's been talking about the MOTB, the RFID microchip, being implanted into people's bodies. Everybody's talking about this new system, the dollar crashing. All these things are coming to pass, man. It's the prophecies of the Lord. All right? And we're prophesying against Esau Edom, so-called white man, because he think that he's going to get away with this. Like he's got away with everything else. But the Lord is on your top, man. All right? So, you're going to get away for a little bit. All right? But the Lord going to push all types of calamities upon you, man. All types of plagues upon this land. All right? Lots of people are going to die. Lots of people are going to be suffering. All right? And they're suffering now, but it's going to pick up, man. It's going to go 100 times more. All right? Because the Lord is tired. The Lord is tired of your bullshit. All right? And you passing unrighteous decrees pushing things on people that they don't want. Like when the C-19 was here, all right? You broke apart families and everything with that thing. It's being found out that everything about you is all falsehood. What you push, as science and everything else. Your medical industry, everything's been falsehood, man. All right, and you push it anyway. You don't care. 5G towers, everything, man. All types of psyops. That's all you pushing is psyops, man. Enchantments. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and they write grievousness which they have prescribed." Yeah, you got ICE running around, building your own army to go against the citizens of America. It says, "To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless." That's right, man. Isaiah chapter 29. And this is Isaiah 29 and 15. It says, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us?" That's Esau Edom, so-called white man. He in the background making up all types of shit, like all types of different VIRUSs to unleash on the population. You got to remember the Georgia Guidestone said maintain humanity up under 100 million. It also mentioned other things, man. Let's revisit that real quick. So this is Georgia Guidestones in the New Georgia Encyclopedia. All right, the first commandment says maintain humanity up under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Now, the first word is that word maintain. That means that you're trying to cull and take people out through your different deceptions, man. That would literally mean that you would have to be wanting to kill people. And they're pulling this off right now, man. They're doing all types of things to ultimately take people out. So maintain humanity up under, and the earth got way more people than that right now. So just think, they got to take a lot of people out. All right. It says guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Guide reproduction wisely. Yeah, it's a war against the man. A war against the man and the woman being together. The patriarch. It's a war against us being with women and having babies. They're pushing homosexuality. They're pushing that on the children, man. We're coming for your children. That's what they said in a march. Guide reproduction wisely. That means that they don't want that many babies being born. All right. So they're putting stuff in your food, putting stuff in the air. All types of things are being discovered that are poisonous for you. Because they've always had this plan. Make you think that everything's all good. It's all an enchantment. All these commercials popping up. Huge Rally Burger or McDonald's burgers, and you're pretty much killing yourself off, man. They're trying to take you out. So guide reproduction wisely. Yeah. How do you do that? Through the food. Improving fitness and diversity. says unite, this is the third one, unite humanity with a living new language. Yeah. Starting with those digital IDs. And ultimately ending up with that MOTB. Right? So I had to bring that up. Back in Isaiah 29 and 15, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. That reminds me of Psalms chapter 2. When the Lord said, also Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Hold on, let me look up Psalms chapter 2. Psalms chapter 2 and 1, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? See, they're imagining a vain thing, like they're going to get the elect. They think that they really want the birthright back. They think that they're going to disrupt the prophecies. They think that they can actually tap into using deception and deceiving the very elect. But the scriptures say in Matthew chapter 24 that they should not, they ain't gonna deceive the very elect. And that's them filling their belly. That's what they really want. They want, because they can see that the Lord is coming. They can see that he's getting closer. So they're in the spirit of Revelation chapter 12 and 12, man. That's why all these things are coming out. They don't even care if they come out anymore. They just, oh, you going to jail. You said this about such and such situation. You're going to jail. Ain't no freedom of speech. So these people are raging. It says, why do the heathen rage? Yeah, they're raging, man. They're ready to kill anything in their path to get to where they feel comfortable with their enterprise, with their new world order. And the people imagine a vain thing. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord. So they're against the Lord, man. They take counsel, meaning they get together and be discussing matters that are against the Lord. And they know that it's against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. They know that the Lord exists. They actually think that they can fight the Lord, man. They think that they're going to fight the Lord. They think that they have a shot. And it's a scary thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. The Lord put that in your mind to make you think that. So he can, just like he told Pharaoh, what's that? He said, roughly paraphrasing, I raised up Pharaoh just to show my power in thee. The Lord is raising you up with that pride, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, just so he can show his power in you, man. He gonna show his power in destroying you with thermonuclear weapons, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right? And the elect are going to be delivered out of this place. And you're not going to get to the elect. They're not going to take your mark of the beast. It says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. And how do they do that? Take you totally away from the Lord. Got you worshiping everything else. You worshiping AI, this technology. Ultimately led as a flock to the slaughter to that line to put that MOTB inside your skin. You're enchanted under a spell of Esau Edom. He's putting all types of spells on you people, man. All types of enchantments. Isaiah 29 and 15, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. Yeah, see, everybody else can't see what you're doing in the background. You got it to the point where you got all these apps and this false advertising, um, all types of enchantments, okay, on the people to make them, pretty much docile to what you're really doing in the background. So you're seeking deep to hide your counsel, what you're really doing in the background. And their works are in the dark and say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Yeah, because you put all types of shields up over here and over there, acting like you didn't do nothing, but you're fucking filthy and you're guilty of all charges, man. It says, surely you're turning the things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. That's right. For shall the work say unto him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say unto him that framed it, he had no understanding? You got to understand that the Lord has got you doing these things anyway, man. Set yourself up for failure. Yeah, there's a scripture I wanted to listen to. Hold up, Slakia. This is Romans 9 and 17 in the KJV. It says, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So the Lord gonna make his name famous again in the earth, man. All right, by destroying you. All right, in the face of everybody on the earth. All right, and they're gonna know that it was Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai that destroyed you, man. They're gonna know that there's no other power but besides our power, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, our God. All right, not no white man, Jesus Christ, and none of that. Not no Buddha and Islam or whatever that man. No, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All right, so the Lord is doing this. The Lord is raising this devil Esau Edom and his kingdom up. All right, so that his name can be declared throughout the earth again. All right, the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, in whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, their names are going to be declared, man. Everybody's going to know about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right, everybody's going to know. Going back, yeah, it says, let me skip down here. It says, verse 20, Isaiah 29 and 20, for the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word. Yeah, you're going to use this digital ID to make people offenders, and before that, you're gonna come after the prophets, man. They're gonna make us offenders for the word because that they can't that Hebrews 4 and 12 they can't stand it. Everything that the scriptures are saying, they pretty much can't sleep at night, man. The scriptures is ripping them to shreds with these blades. Hebrews 4 and 12. They can't even rest. They're constantly in councils and talking about how they can come up with a plan to upset the prophecy. All right, but they're constantly being reeled to and fro like they on a damn fishing hook, man. And the Lord is just playing with them. He's just reeling them this way and reeling them that way. The Lord's in total control, man. You devils, you're not in control. Yeah, it says that make a man an offender for a word. Yeah, this word is going to be, brother's going to be persecuted. And even on a smaller level right now, people say certain things on the internet. Okay, and our channels get striked or over the past few years, or they're setting up traps for us. They got us on lists, red list, blue list, yellow list, whatever kind of list, man, to ultimately come down on us for speaking against this government. Being the prophets that prophesy against many great kingdoms and rulerships, man. It says that make it a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and to turn aside the just for a thing of naught. Yeah, so like the wisdom of Solomon say, that's their thoughts towards us, man. Matter of fact, let's grab a few of those. Wisdom of Solomon. See, that's how they don't even care. That they're gonna try to push this system, and they don't give a crap what you think. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and 10. It says, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." That's their thought process, man. They don't care about what you got to say or none of that. You're gonna do what they say, right? Let our strength be the law of justice. Yeah, the Department of War. All right, what they just recently called it. All right, you see, Netanyahu over there, and Trump agreeing to pretty much just take the rest of those Palestinians out, man. Just take all the rest of them out. Basically, that's what they're saying. So they can have their 15-minute cities, and they can have these resources, all right, over in Venezuela. This devil is a real demon, man. He's a real devil. He does things like that. He always going into the lands and rape, robbing, murdering, and taking their resources. It says, "Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous." And yeah, they set traps for you, man. They lie in wait for you. All right? They lie in wait for you and set a damn trap for you. Let's back that up real quick. This is the book of Psalms 64 and 5, and it says, "They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily," meaning privately. "They say, who shall see them?" They commune in laying snares for you, man. Lying in wait for you. All right. They set up different policies and put things in order so that they can trap you up. They put certain things and approve certain things through the FDA so that you have to go to the hospital, so that you have to go and deal with this and deal with that. They put certain things in your food or whatever so that you're constantly sick. It says, "They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily, privately. They say, who shall see them? But we see you, devils. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search." So they're constantly at round tables accomplishing this diligent search on how they can manipulate the masses into believing what they're saying, into believing that their product is far better and greater than the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, what the Lord can produce. It says, "Both the inward thought and every one of them in the heart is deep." That's right. It says, "But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves." Yeah, and we're seeing it more and more to the point where they don't even care. They'll tell you, they're not releasing the Epstein list. They don't care. They trying to get rid of all that. They don't care about none of that, man. They tell you that they're a damn devil. They're very bold now. They don't care now because they've already been exposed. At Isaiah 47, they're pretty much exposed, man. And they're really about to sit in the dust. All right. They started already, but they really about to sit in that dust, man. It says, "So that they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away." And all these different countries, that come here and do business with America, a lot of them are going back to their homelands. Okay? A lot of them are going back. A lot of them are fleeing back to their own places, man. They don't want to do business with you anymore. The dollar's crashing. They're trying to implement a digital currency, a digital ID, and ultimately, the MOTB spoken about in Revelation chapter 13. This is what's going on the earth, man. Wisdom of Solomon 2:12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, with your laws, your unrighteous decrees, because he is not for our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law of the Lord, and objective to the infamy, the transgression of our education. Yeah, we are against you, devils. He professeth to have the knowledge of God, and he calleth himself a child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. Yeah, because we're Israelites. All right. And when we come around, you get condemned because you're a damn demon. Okay, and you don't like the light coming around. You'd rather be in darkness, man. And you see that every single day with just regular people that you deal with on a daily, man. We see that when the light come into the room, they get all weird and shit, all angry, start murmuring, and you feel the energy change. You see, that's the Lord that's working through us, man. It says he is grievous unto us, even to behold. They don't even like looking at you, bro. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Yeah, because you're not the real Jews. You're not the real people. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father. Yeah, see, this is how they think. They know how it works, man. They know that when the prophets come, then the destruction is coming, man. All right. The Lord basically has a message. They know that many tekel spoken about in Daniel chapter 5, they're getting those signs, man. They're seeing the chariots, the so-called UFOs. They can't do nothing about them. They're trying to shoot at them. They're trying to. They don't know what the 3-eye atlas is coming towards the earth. They said it's not an asteroid. They think that it's a alien ship. Oh yeah, they're freaking out, man. It says, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen at the end of him. That's what they're doing. They're doing everything in their power. They're trying to trick you out with as many enchantments as they can, man. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. They know that we're enemies to them, man. It says, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. And they already got those plans. See, they think of things like that. Let us examine him. See, they're always trying to examine some shit, man. Always trying to test some stuff out. That's the spirit of Esau Edom. He want to push the limit, push you to the limit. He always want to tempt the Lord, man. I think go against the Lord in any kind of way. Oh, let's see if this will happen. It says, let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own sayings he shall be respected. Such things did they imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. Talking about Esau Edom, their own wickedness have blinded them. As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hoped for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. For the Most High created man to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of it and they that do hold of his side do find it. See? So you looking for death. Been searching for the reaper where the reaper is coming, man. All right? And your enchantments ain't gonna work anymore, man. All right, let me close it off with this one. Revelation 17 and 3, and it says, "So he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman, arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication," man. And that's talking about America right now today, man. All right, this place is built upon abominations and filthiness and fornication, everything, man. Verse 5, "And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon the Great." Yeah, it's a mystery. It's only for the initiated. Only the elect are really going to understand that this place is talking about Babylon. All right, again, it says Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. Yeah, the mother of harlots, all types of different gods. These people worship all types of different gods here in America, man. You know, you Jakes, you worship all types of different gods right here in America. And the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Abominations of the earth, man. And that's this place right here, man. Anyway, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shai. Hopefully this message was edifying. Shalom.